Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on page 60 of the Alfred's All-in-One Book 1. So today we are going to be reviewing what is an interval. If we go back to page, if we go back to page 54, remember what we learned about an interval. Underneath measuring distances in music, it says, distances from one note to another are measured in intervals. And then we learned about the second. A second is when we have one note here and the note next to it, either up or down, is a second. So seconds touch. Whatever notes are next to each other, that is a second. A second above C is D. A second above D is E. A second below E is D, and a second below D is C. So remember that. For this page 60, we're going to be introducing you to a third. It says, when you skip a white key, the interval is a third. So we have C here. We're going to skip this white key D and play E instead. So from C to E, skipping D, is a third interval. Notice that we always skip a white key, playing thirds. An interesting and easy way to see it on the staff is if one note is a line, we go to the next line. Okay, just like that. Or if it's a space, we go to the next space. It's always going to be line to a line or space to a space. Please remember that. Now let's go ahead and clap and count the rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next system. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember to tell the difference between the quarter notes and the half notes. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is we have two articulations going on here today. The first articulation is non-legato, and the second one is legato. I would like for you to find all the two-note slurs that we have in this song. So as an example of a two-note slur, I'm going to bring it closer. C to E, notice the curved slur line, is a two-note slur. If we recall from 5-finger number 3 exercise, two-note slurs are down, up, loud, soft, long, short, just like that. So those are the 3 steps that we should definitely be applying to the two-note slurs that are in this song here. What I would like for you to do now is pause your video and please circle all the two-note slurs that you can find. I'll give you some time now. Okay? Once we have circled all of the two-note slurs, you will have found 8 of them, but they're not all created equal. The first two-note slur is a quarter note to a half note. Usually when we play the two-note slur, we do long, short. But since the second note is longer, we can't do that. When we have quarter note two-note slurs, like there and there, we can do long, short. Okay, so now let's go ahead and place your fingers in C position. Actually, no, we need to say the note names now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, E2, D, D, F2, E, E, G, 2, G, E, F, D, next system, C, C, E, 2, D, D, F, 2, E, E, G, E, F, D, C, 2. Very good. Now let's go ahead and place your fingers. We're going to get to know the notes. Remember, when we have the two-note slurs, let's remember down, up, loud, soft. But if it's a half note, we're not going to do long, short, only when it's quarter notes on measure 4 and on beats 2 and 3 of measure number 7. All right, here we go. Ready? Play and say, starting with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, E, 2, lift. So keep that wrist down. So C, you drop the wrist. E, the wrist is still dropped. Then you lift after 2 beats, a half note, and then you lift and release. D, D, F, 2, lift. E, E, G, 2, lift. Now these are regular two-note slurs, so you don't have to keep them down for 2 beats, but you can still do the long short. G, E, lift, F, D, lift. Now for the left hand. C, C, E, 2, lift. D, D, F, 2, lift. Now here's a tricky one here. Notice that in measure number 7, we have E, E, a G, and then another E. So we have 3 E's and just 1 G. The notes are E, two-note slur here, E, G, lift, E. So make sure that after you lift, between this G on beat 3 and E on beat 4, you have that space of silence. E, lift, E, G, lift, E, F, D, C, 2, lift. So notice there, at the end, after the lift, after the two-note slur, all legato from E, from that measure, into the next measure to the end. E, F, D, C, 2, lift. Okay, so that's legato. Regular 5-finger number 1. Everything else is number 1 for the first note to the second note, and then 5-finger number 3 for all of the two-note slurs. Okay, let's go ahead and try that one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a third. Play a third. Play a third. Skip a white key. Here's a third. Here's a third. Here's a third. I'm sure you know. And there you have it. The third interval, skipping a white key. We'll go ahead and complete page 61 together at the lesson and during the week. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.